Good morning, everyone. Here we present our assignment 2. Together we teach for course advertising. Our topic is surrogate advertising. This is Group 15, Dimple Baro, MCM 20005 and Zenat Mazid 20013. The brands in this picture are actually for liquor, but looking at these advertisements, one cannot recognize that the product that is being advertised is liquor. Here comes the definition of surrogate advertising. Certain advertising for products like liquor and cigarettes is banned. Hence, the owners advertise these products by using other products of the same brand and not directly showing the actual product. In simple words, tobacco or liquor advertising hidden under soda or mouth freshener advertising. To clarify further doubts and questions, let us look at few examples to clarify our understanding on surrogate advertising.
प्यार की राह में चलना सी इश्क की चाह में जलना सी
Men will be men. Seagram's Imperial Blue Super Hits music CDs.
The advertisement that we saw is for CDs and superhit music, but actually the main product here is Imperial Blue whiskey.
Be what you want to be, making things the way we want. Nothing is as cool as drift in the sunlight, cruising to the coffee fun. La la la, Bacardi fun, into Bacardi fun. La la la, Bacardi fun, into Bacardi fun.
The ad that we just saw gives us clear vibes that Bacardi must have to do something with house party or music, but in actual, Bacardi is a rum, and that is being secretly advertised in this ad. Again, in this example, McDowell's number one is promoting number one Yari, which is for friendship, but in reality, it is promoting its liquor whiskey. Even with Bagpiper is the same case. Bagpiper is actually showing in his advertisements that it is promoting Bagpiper soda, but in reality, it's the drink, it's the liquor. The history of surrogate ad is very interesting and it can be traced back to Britain, where the housewives started protesting against the liquor ads because it provoked their husbands to consume more liquor. Now, the protest was so powerful that it ultimately led to the ban of these type of advertisements. But then the liquor brand owners started to promote fruit juices and soda under the same brand name, and this concept was later on recognized as surrogate advertising. If we talk about India, after the advertisement of liquor and cigarettes were banned in 1995 due to a research by the Ministry of Health, where it was found that such type of products have adverse health effects on a person. But with the rise in population, there was exponential increase rate in the sales of liquor and tobacco. And this was the reason why the companies of these products started taking help of alternative ways, which is the surrogate advertising. These are few more examples of surrogate advertising, Bacardi and Tuborg. These has nothing to do with parties, but they are actually drinks. And we see Bagpiper soda and Rajnigandha mouth freshener, which are the surrogate of liquor and tobacco. Surrogate advertising is actually very much useful. Huge and better impact on consumers. It helps in recalling the brand name. It helps in identifying the target audience in an accurate manner. It helps in consumption of actual products that are being advertised. Brands like Kingfisher, Bacardi, etc. sponsors various events. For example, we can see Kingfisher sponsoring cricket, and then there is Bimal, which is again said to be mouth freshener, but it is actually a tobacco product.
Now let us take a look at the various laws and legislations associated with surrogate advertising in India. Surrogate advertising initially started in Britain with wives complaining about the increasing consumption of alcoholic beverages amongst the men. As such, massive protests were carried out regarding these brand items. Now, what happened is that these brands could no longer directly promote the product, such as that of alcohol and tobacco, and as such, this gave rise to the birth of surrogate advertising. India too implemented certain laws and legislations related to the advertisement of alcohol and tobacco products, that is, surrogate advertising, which came in the mid 1990s. Some of these laws are stated as follows. First up, we have the Cable Television Network Regulation Act in 1995, which states that provided that a product that uses a brand name or logo, which is also used for cigarettes, tobacco products, wine, alcohol, liquor, or other intoxicants, may be advertised on cable services subject to the following conditions: that the storyboard or visual of the advertisement must depict only the product being advertised and not the prohibited product in any manner. The advertisement must not make any direct or indirect reference to the prohibited product. The advertisement must not contain any nuances or phrases promoting these prohibited products. The advertisement must not use particular color and layouts or presentation associated with prohibited products. The advertisement must not use situation typical for promotion of prohibited products when advertising the other products. Next up, we have the Cigarettes and Other Tobacco Products Prohibition of Advertisement and Regulation of Trade and Commerce, Production, Supply and Distribution Act in 2003. Section 5 of this Act prohibits the advertisement of tobacco products by both direct and indirect means. Subclause 1, 3, and 4 of Rule 2 of this Act clearly states out that the use of a name or brand of tobacco products for marketing, promoting, or advertising other products would constitute a form of indirect advertising. And accordingly, surrogate advertising carried out by tobacco companies would constitute a form of indirect advertisement and would consequently be prohibited under its Section 5. Then again, we have the FCTC, also known as the Framework Convention on Tobacco Control. India ratified the convention on 5th February 2004 and the convention came into force on 27th February 2005. This convention seeks to protect present and future generations from devastating health, social, environmental, and economical consequences of tobacco consumption and exposure to tobacco smoke by providing a framework for tobacco control measure. Article 13 of this convention is titled as Tobacco Advertising, Promoting and Sponsorship. This article recognizes that the fact that a comprehensive ban is necessary and imperative. The framework gives the parties the freedom to introduce a comprehensive legislation banning all tobacco advertisements, promotions, and sponsorship. Then again, we have the Advertising Standards Council of India, which is a voluntary self-regulation council and is registered as a non-profit company under the Companies Act. It was formed to safeguard against the rules of advertising to promote products which are hazardous to society or to individuals. Basically, it acts as a safeguard against surrogate ads. Section 6 of the ASCI states, advertisement for products whose advertising is prohibited or restricted by the law or by this code must not circumvent such restrictions by purporting to be advertisement for other products to the advertising of which is not prohibited or restricted by law or by this code. In judging whether or not any particular advertisement is an indirect advertisement for product whose advertising is restricted or prohibited, due attention shall be given to the following. Visual content of the advertisement must depict only the product being advertised and not the prohibited or restricted product in any form or manner. The advertisement must not make any direct or indirect references to the prohibited or restricted products. The advertisement must not make any nuances or phrases promoting prohibited products. Now, this is basically an extension of the earlier Cable Television Networks Act. In present day scenario related to surrogate advertising, we have various acts. One of them is being Consumer Protection Act of 2019. Under this act, the Central Consumer Protection Authority, that is CCPA, has power to investigate manufacturers and service providers for misleading advertisement and impose a penalty up to 10 lakh for first violation and 50 lakh for the subsequent violation. We also have an advisory issued by the central government in the year 2020, which is quite recent. It states that the Ministry of Information and Broadcast on September 15, 2020 issued an advisory with a view to curb surrogate advertising. Ads are to be reviewed and certified by the Central Board of Film Certification, that is CBFC. That is, in order for these brands being promoted through advertisement, it must require a legit certificate or license. Well, surrogate advertisement does seem to be quite a bit sketchy, as it also had its fair share of controversies. Some of the most popular controversies of surrogate advertisement in India is perhaps the 2008 IPL controversy. A PIL was filed in the Supreme Court which sought to restrain Vijay Mallya from naming his team Royal Challengers Bangalore on the grounds that Mallya's United Breweries Group was indirectly trying to promote its brand of whiskey, that is Royal Challenge. The Supreme Court dismissed the petition in the first hearing itself. The bench was even asked the counsel, "Why do you look for liquor in cricket? You just watched a cricket match." Yet again, we have the 2005 Mahesh Bhatt versus the COTPA controversy, where Mahesh Bhatt challenged several provisions of this act and its rules on the ground that the prohibition of the use of tobacco products in advertisement and films violated the right of freedom of speech and expression under Article 19, as it gagged and stifled the artistic freedom of the filmmaker to portray the realities of the society. The court referred to the landmark judgment in Hamdard Dawakhana versus Union of India, where it was held that it is not only when an advertisement is concerned with the expression or propagation of ideas can it be said to relate to the freedom of speech. The court held that in this case, the right to life and health of the public outweighed the right to freedom of speech of the advertisers. Yet again, we have the National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission versus surrogate advertisement controversy in 2006. The NCDRC undertook complaints relating to advertisements of Bagpiper Soda, Derby Special Soda, and London Pilsner Soda on Western Railway train coaches. On further probing, the Commission found that there were no such soda available in the market at all. The court directed these companies to place the corrective advertisement, "Keep liquor away from young generation, India's number one only natural fruit drink Limbu Pani, Nariyal Pani, Ye Hai Apna Alag Andaz," on the railway coaches as their own costs. Another popular controversy was that of 2014 surrogate advertisement controversy. Social activist Tina Sharma filed a PIL in the Delhi High Court seeking a ban of surrogate advertisement. She argued that the Cable Television Network Rules 1994 must require that all advertisement found to be genuine brand extension by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting must be previewed and certified by the CBFC. She prayed that the code must mandate that a CA certified that the expenditure on advertisement is not disproportionate to the product sale. For unknown reason, the PIL was withdrawn later. One of the most recent controversy was that of in 2020, where ASCI versus surrogate advertisements in IPL. ASCI has intensely monitored possible surrogate advertising due to the ongoing IPL matches held in 2020. It has put in place daily updates on the monitoring of alcohol brand extension advertising instead of regular weekly feeds for immediate processing of complaints. Complaints against 8 such advertisements which are in potential violation of the ASCI code have been registered over the past 1 month. ASCI, as we all know, acts as a watchdog for surrogate advertisements. Now, how do we tackle issues arising from surrogate advertising? Well, we have put forward probable solutions. Proper laws should be made banning surrogate advertisements for different products under a single brand name. Consumers should be made aware of the negative impacts of surrogate advertisements. Proper power should be given to Advertisement Standard Council of India so that it can take action against false and misleading advertisements. A mechanism needs to be established for effective implementation of international and national regulations. NGOs like Hriday, that is health related information dissemination amongst youth, and Shan should be recognized as they have led campaignings to ban tobacco advertisements. Surrogate advertising is one of the emerging ethical issues in advertising of India. This is used as a strategy to advertise products like liquor or tobacco, the advertisement of which otherwise is banned in our country. It relates to advertising by duplicating the brand image of one product extensively to promote another product of the same brand. When consumers look at these advertisements, they associate this with the banned products. Hence, such products are indirectly advertised and therefore influences the audience's behavior. There is no doubt that the hidden call for alcohol consumption behind the surrogate advertisements is not escaping the eyes of the viewers, especially when India is considered to be the world's fourth highest liquor consuming country. Hence, surrogate advertising defeats the very purpose of banning liquor advertisements. But like two sides of a coin, it must be kept in mind these banned products help the government generate a huge amount of revenue, and as such, although banned, is not dealt with strong legal implications. Thus, it can be said that the surrogate ad scenario in India is continuously evolving and creating a major impact which may be positive or negative and is up to the audience's perception. As you can see here, these are the references to the image and the web links that we have used for our presentation. Last but not the least, I would really like to thank ma'am for providing us with this opportunity to conduct a research on this topic. It really helped expand our horizon. Thank you.